By the right of the council, by the will of the Force, welcome back into yet again another episode of the Galaxy Famous, all the way up there on the Halcyon Jedi Talk podcast. I am one of your co-hosts. The whole council is here. Tom Oakry, thank you so much for joining today. We're in the Batcave today. Directly across from me is Evan T. Boucher. Evan, how the hell are you today?
Hello there. Feels good to be back.
Nice shirt, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Love that shirt.
I feel like the person that got it usually has pretty good taste. The person who got it for me. Especially in shirts.
Yes, he's wearing his High Republic Nile shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go Rise of the Nile.
Nice.
Let's bring him back. The gentleman that you hear fumbling around in the corner of his old bedroom looking for that old Playboy he hid when he was 12 is Brad Hughes. Brad, how the hell are you today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm good.
I could hear it in your voice. I know you did a whiskey podcast last night, so you're probably up drinking until like 4 a.m., and then I'm sure you worked.
Yeah,
today.
it was pretty late.
Yeah.
It was pretty late. We actually did 2 episodes. We did an episode of their podcast called Whiskey-loadian, and then they did a bonus episode of Jedi Talk.
Hey-o.
So we have that to look forward to release. I don't know when we're going to release it, but keep an eye out for that. And if you're listening to this from the Whiskey-loadian podcast, hello, and thank you for coming over to Jedi Talk. I appreciate it.
Very cool. I look forward to that. I like collaborating with podcasts, mostly the Fourth Motherbox podcast, and I have no bias towards that. At least half that podcast is smart, and the other half is Willow. By the way,
yes,
call Kyle Willow from now on.
Okay,
will
do.
So.
Does it relate to the Willow show or movie or whatever's going on? Is that what it is?
No, he's just short. He's just short, and he's just like the lead character.
I thought there was a deeper joke in there, but
no,
I like it. I'm
Kyle
not saying
short.
it's bad.
Hey, Brad, I don't know if you're wearing headphones. It sounds a little background noisy when you move a little bit. Just heads up.
Okay.
Yeah. So, hey guys, I'm not sure if you knew this, Brad. If you knew this, Evan, if you knew this, but D23 happened over the weekend.
I was unaware.
Yeah, I know, right? Right. Like,
Nothing
where was
happened.
What's D23?
It's Michael Jordan's recollection of all the times he had to play defense against. Great people. I don't know.
You could have went somewhere else with that, and I was expecting.
Yeah,
you
I
to.
didn't. I didn't feel like talking about dicks there. So, but D23 happened, and that's exactly. I don't know, and we're going to talk about it because there was a lot of Star Wars to come out of D23, and there was quite a bit of Disney to come out of D23 as well. And I think I just want to sum D23 up as it happened, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah.
And it happened.
And then you can hit the button that's a.
Oh, the farts. Yeah.
There you go.
Actually, here's.
So I've got a little bit of a different take on this. I watched the full live stream panel from beginning to end, and it was so funny because they did such a good job of like hyping up certain things, getting you excited during the panel. But then when you go back and look at what actually was announced, there wasn't a lot.
I
know.
think that's why me and Tom feel a way about it. I don't know if Tom watched it live.
No.
I was
The only
working,
thing I
so
watched
couldn't.
live was the game showcase, which sucked.
Okay. So I couldn't watch it live, so I was just reacting to seeing the headline of the announcements, and I'm like, okay, so nothing was announced. So I guess in the moment, it probably was exciting, but just seeing
It was
news
it
by
was.
news
And
was not exciting.
Even for me, it was
There were-
exciting because Brad was telling me, like,
That's
oh,
fair.
man, that sounds great.
Yeah.
And then now that I actually sat back and thought about it, it's
Right.
like Price is Right fail music. Bum, bum, bum.
Right, I've only watched snippets now, and some of
Yeah.
the snippets were awkward. So maybe as a whole, it wasn't awkward, but it seemed awkward. But
The only thing that was like awkward was like visibly and even in the moment awkward was the Hulk meet and greet.
Oh, that was weird.
I've seen
I watched that
snippet
video.
now too. That looks
That-
really awkward.
That looks awful.
Yeah.
It's like he's stuck in his quantum suit and he's walking with like half a burrito in his ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the most weird. Like I hope when you meet him, he's standing still.
It looked
'Cause
more
it
fluid
looked
way
bad.
back when they were doing like that preview of it months and months ago when it was just like the skeleton. It looked really fluid.
I know they're different characters, but how the hell is Universal do so well with their Transformers
Yeah.
and you can't get Hulk right?
Right. No idea.
Like, have you ever seen like Megatron
I've
or
seen the
Bumblebee
videos.
out there?
Yeah.
In person, it's so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It helps because you can see like their mouth moving for at least Megatron. So that helps. Like Hulk, all you could see was his like dead eyes.
I think,
That's it.
and Brad, you were watching this. I've only seen the video once. Is that like CG in the helmet?
Yeah, I don't know.
It looked to me like the projected face animatronic, and it looked like it wasn't working because they zoomed into it like it was supposed to be able to like move his eyes and stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kinda
I don't
like-
know if that's what it is, but it's what it seemed like.
Like the technology for the Guildmaster on
Mhm.
in Batu. in theory, I like that idea, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Well, it works for the Guildmaster because that's
it also
the
works on
Guildmaster.
like the Frozen animatronics and Snow White and Seven Dwarfs and Mine Train, and so it definitely can work. I think Disney just doesn't do the best job when it comes to rolling out new stuff. So who knows? But it just looked awkward, and it just shows to me that they're like out of touch with what people want. Because again, you have Universal down the street from Disney World, and you have this new park coming, and the best they could come up with is the Hatbox Ghost is coming to Magic Kingdom.
That and Happily Ever After is coming back,
which is a non-announcement.
Right.
Right. It isn't an announcement. Thank you.
Same with Hatbox, because we all but knew it was officially happening like
Boom.
3 years ago. We were like, it's probably coming.
Well, no, it was supposed to happen during the 50th. It was one of the 50 things for the 50th that they had planned that they didn't do.
Right.
This is, again, another non-announcement.
This is exactly why I think after it all settled in, and I got to give a shout-out to my Bears. We're 1-0. I can't believe we actually beat the Niners this weekend. I'm shocked, but go Bears. And I was coming down from that high, and then I started to think about everything. I'm like, hold up. They gave us what-ifs and shit we already knew about.
Some of the what-ifs are really cool, but they're probably not going to happen.
And the thing that's killing me is that there's people that are just going to let Disney get away with this.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And they're act so surprised by it.
But I've seen the most amount of people coming together and being like, yeah, they didn't say anything. This is kind of united a lot of Disney fandom to be like,
I hope so.
Yeah, nothing happened. So that's amazing to see.
One thing that I really did appreciate about the panel, and this is something I have never, ever, ever seen from Disney, is they were almost apologetic about stuff.
Yeah.
And Josh D'Amaro, even though he's done a lot, and he even said in the panel, he goes, I know we don't get it right every single time, but, we love that you guys stuck with us through everything. But, you say that, then you raise annual pass prices. He's kind of talking out both sides of his mouth, but it was truly like a breath of fresh air to get somebody who kind of feels like he actually cares. Because Bob Chapek is the worst public speaker I've ever seen. And he did not care.
Thing. It's such a big difference between Bob speaking and then Josh speaking, where you're just these are two different companies almost.
It's like the same.
It really is.
It's the same thing with the president or the leader of a country, right?
Yeah.
It's like there's a term like presidential, and I use that a lot at work. It's like you've got to be presidential when you're the CEO or the president of the free world or just the leader of a team.
Coaches have to speak this way all the time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Bob Chapek, he's got the personality of a carpet sample, okay? And he's up there just touting away and spouting God knows what out of his ass, and at least D'Amaro and others can salvage Disney a little bit.
Yeah.
But Josh, I truly think Josh genuinely cares, but he's underneath a madman who doesn't. I really feel that way. And I don't think, again, I'm not defending him, but I've met him a few times. He's always been super nice, super sweet, very personable, and not even Disney personable. Me and him, we were talking about stuff, and he was like, dude, I'm telling you, Galaxy's Edge kicks ass. It's going to be incredible in the Halcyon. Just personable. And
he very much seems like
I met him. Yeah, he doesn't. He's a real guy, I think. But I just think his hands are tied with Chapek. But
how's Jeff Vail?
I have never met Jeff.
Jeff Vail, is he better in person? Is he better over the video?
He seems really awkward too. I've never met him, though.
I don't know who that is.
He's president of Walt Disney World?
He was, when you were with Disney, he was part of the cruise line. But he's since moved over to become, I think, president of Walt Disney World.
Because I was railing him on Instagram when I couldn't get Halcyon bookings.
He seems awkward. I've never met him. But I have met Josh too. And I agree. When I met Josh, he seemed like a normal, pretty chill dude. I don't agree with a lot of his decisions recently, but that doesn't mean he's a bad dude. I think he's a good guy, but
you guys.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I don't know Josh Vail. I didn't even know who that was. So it makes sense with cruise lines. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
You guys ready to jump in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just right off the bat, D23. Let's get at it. Do you want to start with the Star Wars stuff?
Of course. Saturday was actually really good.
All right.
Sunday was not.
Do you have it? If not, I can pull it up. Brad, I know you're kind of the gatekeeper of all this stuff for me. Do you have anything?
I have nothing about the film stuff at all. I can just go through my Instagram.
I just got the Star Wars stuff.
I've got the film stuff.
I've got the major stuff announced from the other panel.
All right, please, sir.
On my Instagram feed, I can just go scroll through.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just start with the Star Wars shit.
Disney
first.
Plus was the real winner of D23. The parks were the losers of D23.
Well, they're putting effort into Disney Plus.
Exactly.
You know?
That's all they care about. Which I love Disney
Yeah.
Plus, so I'm here for that. But maybe care about other things too, because there are other things.
Like Hollywood Studios.
No, see, I'm okay
Hollywood
with.
Studios didn't get a single announcement.
I'm
I
okay
know.
with that though, because we just got the 2 or
No.
3 greatest things ever. Like
I'm not okay with
chill. They're fine.
that. When
I'm
the
not-
fuck
you
is
gotta
that
plan
restaurant
ahead,
coming
man.
up?
Well,
coming up, opening up.
That's true. Something that's already basically done. They could have given us the opening day for the barbecue.
They gave us
roundup
fall
or
this
whatever.
year. Give us a date.
Yeah, but I thought you meant like a new thing announced,
No.
like this new ride. Like no, get like Hollywood Studios doesn't need any more announcements for a year or two. We're good, but the other parks need some announcements and need some help.
Now that I'm looking back, there was some pretty cool stuff coming. But there was one thing that I cannot wait to talk shit about because it's possibly the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Okay. Well, let's talk. I mean, Star Wars for the most part. What we got out of Saturday, it was mostly.
And it was awesome.
It was good.
Yeah.
I want to talk with all three of you. Brad and I had already spoken about this over the weekend on Fourth Mother Box, but the thing I loved the most out of D23 overall was Tales of the Jedi.
Oh yeah, that trailer got me emotional.
Me too.
Man.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't go full Evan, but almost. I was like 80% Evan.
80% Evan.
Yeah,
I said this on Fourth Mother Box, but how good did young Qui-Gon look?
dude. Yeah,
Looked great.
yeah.
And
He looked fantastic.
Young
man.
Qui-Gon is Liam Neeson's son playing that role, correct? If I remember this
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
Now I wish this would have been revealed in the show, but I don't know. Have you guys seen the thing about Ahsoka, the clip of where Ahsoka
she's
is
at?
in one
Oh
of the
my
scenes?
God.
I wish it would have been in
No.
the show.
She's at
Should I-
Padme's
should-
funeral.
Should we say it?
Oh, whoops.
I don't
Wait,
know
no,
if
say
you
it
just
again.
heard.
I didn't hear what you said.
Okay.
She's at Padme's funeral. She
Ahsoka
was hidden.
goes to it on Naboo.
Yeah, she was cloaked in the crowd. There's a scene of Padme's funeral in animation to like open up the trailer.
That looks just like Revenge of the Sith.
Exactly, like shot for shot. And then
Yeah.
there's another shot
Ahsoka's there.
of her with the hood over, just like
Oh,
like hiding in
heartbreaking.
there, looking.
That's
That's
so heartbreaking.
Freaking awesome.
Isn't
That's
that-
what animation
I
should
can't
be
wait.
doing. It's making
Yes.
prequels better, making the sequels better. It's supposed to make everything better. All these TV shows, and they are.
God,
So-
if we got like a Tales of the Jedi of the sequel trilogy about like Rey or something,
and maybe Finn,
I'd
even some
cream
Finn
my
stuff.
fucking pants. Yeah,
I think we'll get it one day. I think that's why they've named it
Winston.
something in a good way, something generic.
Yeah.
Tales of the Jedi.
Oh,
I like the title.
that's fair.
I'm not saying it's bad.
The only thing I hate about this is shorts.
Yeah, but that means it could just be everything forever. We can get 10-minute shorts till the end of time. Here's a Rey story. Here's a Finn story. Here's a Obi-Wan story.
That's fair.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's a good idea.
That's fair.
I wish it was longer than 10 or 15 minutes.
You know what else is awesome? We haven't talked.
I
to
do
you.
too. I wish it wasn't shorts. I wish it was an actual show.
Yeah. How about that? I'm looking at it from here, just going to the left a little bit. Count Dooku's hilt over there. How about that in blue?
Man,
In that trailer.
they're
Love
going to
it.
sell that. That'll be in Galaxy's Edge.
I don't care. I'll buy it.
Me
Fuck
too.
it.
Me
I'll
too.
buy it too.
I'm
It
buying
looks
that
so
in a heartbeat.
sick.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll buy that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, it's all.
All you gotta
I'm
do
here
is just
for it.
change the color. You already have the hilt. Just change the
Easy
color.
sell.
It's not that hard.
Easy sell.
Yep.
What's his? I forget. I always forget his real name.
It's Dooku.
His
It's not Count
Dooku is
Dooku.
his
What's
last
his-
name. I always forget his first name, but Dooku is
Yeah,
his
I-
last name.
I'll look it up.
He's the Count of Sereno. He's like royalty on that planet. I forget his first
Does
name though.
Will he be going by Count Dooku in the Tales of the Jedi?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think so because
Unless it takes
he's
place
Darth Tyrannus
before.
technically. When
Yeah,
he's a
his Sith name is
Yeah.
Darth Tyrannus, but no, by that time he's still a Count. Like unless he's like shown as like a teenager, he's gonna be not a Count. But
He looks like he's like in his late 30s, early 40s.
I think he's a Count.
He's definitely a Count
Yeah.
by then.
Because he's
Okay.
definitely a Jedi Master at that point. He's,
yeah.
He's
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
with
he's-
Qui-Gon.
he's
I want to
training
see him and Mace
Qui-Gon.
going at it because it looks like Mace is like gonna try to put him in his place. I don't know if he can.
Nah,
put
he's
him
not
in his
going to put
place.
Dooku in his place.
He's gonna try.
Yeah, he will.
I
But
don't
Mace
think
is
he
young
can.
there too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if we're going to get a little bit more of like Mace Windu.
Who's more powerful? Dooku, right? I think young Dooku and young Mace. I think Dooku is more powerful.
That's a good question.
That'd
I
be-
wouldn't
that's
know
a
who'd
good
be
fight.
more.
I don't know.
I'd like to see that fight.
powerful. So,
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a good question.
for whatever reason, Star Wars website is not telling me what Count Dooku's full name is. So his first name is now Count. Last name Dooku.
His name is Count. No.
So anyway, yeah. So after that, then obviously we've been regaling about Tales of the Jedi.
And
we
that
can't
new
wait for
Inquisitor
that.
looks crazy.
1026. I have a theory on that.
I've seen some theories, so I hope yours is different or better. It's probably better.
I don't know. I think that's Grievous. I think it's General Grievous.
I've never seen that theory.
Okay.
Holy cow!
I
I'm
think
here for
they're.
that.
I think they're Because do you know if they? I asked Brad, and I don't think we could come up with anything over the weekend. But they don't have like an official backstory for Grievous, right?
Yeah.
Is it fanfare, or is it what the fans came up with?
No, well, it's like most of it was fan things, and then most of that fan thing became canon. So it's like, I don't know officially, but like 80% the fan thing became canon.
I want to go back and watch that trailer, but I'm telling you that it was, at first when I saw it, it sort of reminded me of the mystery figure that Brad got from Doc's. Remember we were asking a little bit, right? Yeah. And that's what tripped me to think it's
that's
Grievous.
What connects, because Austin pointed it out, and he's right that was a Grievous thing.
And then when I heard the voice, I just thought to myself, I could see that being like a non-robotic Grievous.
I'll have to go back and watch in the Clone Wars the first time Grievous meets Ahsoka, because in the trailer he's like, "And who are you?" or "Who might you be?" So it's like, that's that character's meeting of Ahsoka.
Okay.
How does that line up with Grievous's meeting of Ahsoka?
Interesting.
So I'll have to see, but that's a cool theory.
That's fair.
I'd also want to know how he got red lightsabers then, because he can't bleed crystals because he's not synthetic enough. He's too much of a cyborg.
Right, but this is like before he was a cyborg.
Right, that's a good point. So yeah,
that's what I'm getting at. This is like before Grievous turned into his.
Yeah, I've just seen people be like, "Oh, it's the whatever."
Maybe
brother,
Ahsoka made him who he. Oh yeah, somebody said sixth brother
from one of the comics or something, and I'm like,
it didn't look
doesn't
like it.
Look like him,
it
but
didn't
maybe.
Look like
but I like that Grievous, man. If that's the case, sign me up.
How about Mandalorian 3?
Dude, even that's the same trailer.
It's the same trailer
from
that they
Celebration,
had, yeah.
But us normies that couldn't afford to go to Celebration got to see it.
Brad, was there anything different from what you recall?
It seemed like the one at Celebration was longer, but I don't remember. But if it was just like, and I use this in the best, I don't mean this derogatory, but just like generic action shots. But all of the major stuff was there. I feel like there was more stuff with Grogu and Mando in the cockpit of the ship.
Okay.
But I don't really remember. But it was really close. If it wasn't exactly close, it was the same idea.
Okay. Well,
I loved it. I'm so excited.
A great trailer.
I mean, it didn't give away anything, which is great. Mm-hmm. It set up the story that we knew was coming into Mandalorian season 3 was Bo-Katan and Mando are going to hate each other. So there's going to be a lot with Grogu. And there's a lot more Mandalorians in this season.
Yeah.
Babu Frick, which we knew.
Right.
Yep.
I'm still very interested to see how Christopher Lloyd fits into this.
So if Babu Frick's there, we might get like beginnings of his like little group that he had with Poe and Zori and stuff. Like I don't think Poe will be there because he's like.
I think Zori Bliss will.
Zori Bliss will be in this. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying like we're gonna get startings of whatever group that was before Poe came around.
I would love if there's a young Poe Dameron in this. I think that'd be really cool.
That'd be really cool.
Speaking of young actors, this just triggered my memory. I didn't know that Charlie Cox auditioned to be young Han Solo.
Oh wow, I didn't know.
I had heard. I do remember hearing that, but you always hear those things when those are going around.
Oh,
you don't know if it's real or not. But
I've got a little
he said it was right.
Yeah, there's more specifics on it, and I saw this on a decent channel that normally doesn't talk bullshit, but. He said one of the reasons he didn't get it is because he was so used to playing Daredevil, he wasn't looking at his the person he was talking to.
Wow.
He was looking away from.
He was
her.
used to being blind, so he didn't know how to look at somebody.
Which is funny. Yeah,
that's wild.
Dude, I'm glad he wasn't because he's a great actor, but I really don't want him to be anything but Daredevil. He's just a perfect Daredevil.
Yeah.
I don't see him as young. I don't want him to be anything, but I just don't see him as Han Solo.
I was gonna say, you just want him to retire after Daredevil and never work again.
Yeah, never work again.
All right.
I want you to starve on the streets of San Francisco.
I'm sure he's gonna make enough money as Daredevil that he could do that if he wanted. But
right.
I love Daredevil.
So we got finally a new date because they quietly bounced the Bad Batch 2 back on January 4th, 2023. 16
we
episodes.
Called that.
Oh,
we told everybody it wasn't going to be September.
And then even that person who reached out to Disney Plus subscriber services or whatever, and was like, "When's Bad Batch coming out?" And she's like, like a month."
Right. Soon. It's soonish.
Yeah. So we got Bad Batch, 16 episodes. Don't forget, we also got a final, and I was surprised about this, and I haven't thought about this more, but I'm surprised. I mean, I am and I'm not, but we got a third and final trailer for Andor. I didn't think we were going to get anything more out of Andor.
Yeah, especially because they did it like 10 minutes, little behind the scenes thing on fake Disney Plus Day.
Right. You were there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the ears. I was surprised. On the real Disney Plus Day, the giveaways ended at like 1 o'clock. They were sold out early.
Oh, wow.
But I got there at like 6, and they were still giving away stuff this time.
Okay.
So that was
Same here. I didn't get there till like 6:30, and they still had stuff.
I got the button and the ears.
Did anyone see R2 that day in person? Because
No.
everything I saw was
Nope.
he was just stationary.
Yeah.
And he wasn't moving,
And
which I don't
I would
like.
assume that was done by like noon, probably. Like they stopped doing that stuff early.
Yeah.
Well, the rain is what was the problem that day. It rained
that's
hard.
Right. That's right.
I mean, it was going to end early no matter what, but
Been
the rain
raining.
helped.
Been raining odd hours around here lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Bad Batch, 16 episodes, Andor. We got our final trailer for that, which looked good.
Man.
I didn't watch it. I don't want to see anything else.
It really didn't give us much new.
It was almost just a remix of the trailers we already had.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't
Really?
anything.
Okay.
Yeah, it just
But we're
confirms.
a week away, so, like,
yeah, it confirmed. Yeah, a week from tomorrow. Shit. Yeah. It just confirms.
Oh my
that-
God! Really? A week from tomorrow
Yeah.
already?
Yeah, already.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah, there's a bunch of wild shit coming up. Andor. I'm flying across the pond Friday. Crazy. Yeah. Crazy.
Are you going to watch Andor on the plane, or are you going to just...
No, I'm going to watch Andor beforehand.
You could rewatch it on the plane if you wanted.
I could.
Yeah.
The only thing is I'm going to be late probably with episode 4 unless I can connect to Wi-Fi from France. I don't know how that shit works. So,
True.
but anyway, okay. What else am I missing from Star Wars? Then we got the
They
announcement
gave us
stuff.
like a shot of
Skeleton-
Skeleton Crew.
Skeleton Crew, Jude
With,
Law.
like Jude
yeah.
Law in the middle of the shot. That's about it, I think. That's all I saw for it anyway.
Brad, have you heard
But-
anything else about this?
No, but you know what's infuriating is nothing was said about any of the movies, and it drives me insane.
That's right. No fucking Rogue Squadron.
No announcement about anything. You could have at least hinted there are still things coming, like
Rian
give us
Johnson.
a title, give me a release date. I mean, you could have given me something, but nothing.
You want to take the heat off of Bob Chapek? Just put Rian Johnson up there to say, I'm still doing my trilogy.
Oh, we didn't say that Bob Chapek got booed
Oh,
at
he got
D23,
booed.
which is
Yes.
my favorite moment of all time at D23.
That's what kind of kills me is like, if you want to try to help his image out, you have him announce Happily Ever After is coming back. That will help his image like 5%. Like, I don't know why they didn't do
No,
something
pay me
like
to
that.
coach him on how to talk to people. That's
Pay
how you make his
anybody.
image better.
Just do better.
Also-
First thing
I
you
could help him
do
lose
is
50
you
pounds.
smile. You smile. That's the first thing you do. Don't look like you don't want to be there every time.
And don't reach for their wallets after 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Keep your hands in
I need
your
more
pockets.
nachos. Somebody please get me $5.
You
from
like
Pro.
nachos?
Yeah, I do like nachos. God damn it, my fat fucking finger.
Nachos?
I
Just
played.
keep your hands in your own pockets for more than 5 minutes, and then maybe you can reach for their wallet. Just give it some time.
Yeah, exactly. Taking lots of people's money there, Bobby C. We also got the announcement of Din Djarin and Grogu meet and
Oh,
greet.
yeah.
Of
That
course,
looked-
at
That
Disneyland.
looked so good, though. That looked really cool.
It looks
It
phenomenal.
really did.
It looks just like
it really
it's
does.
just the actor from The Volume. They just had him walk off set and go to
does.
Galaxy's Edge.
I mean, it should.
Yeah,
Boba Fett looks the same way.
true.
Fennec looks very, very close.
Yeah, that actress is like spot on almost.
There's some Rays that I've seen that I've had to do triple takes in Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Some good
Me
stuff.
too, dude. There
Yeah.
was one at Disneyland that I would have swore on opening day that it was Daisy Ridley. Like, for
What if
real.
they do that one day? How like Johnny Depp was in Pirates of the Caribbean a couple times.
Oh,
if they just
yeah.
had
That's what
Daisy,
that's what I thought. I was wondering
That'd
if
be
that's
cool.
what she was doing because she wasn't there at like the festivities the night before. I'm like, what if they have her like cosplaying as Rey running around on opening day? I couldn't tell. I was close enough to like make it out, but if it wasn't her, man, damn, they cloned her.
That's awesome. Maybe they did. I mean, they have
Well,
the technology.
that means that
Palpatine.
They do.
that's a clone of Palpatine. Then look at that.
Hilarity. But yeah, we're getting it at Disneyland. Do you think it's coming here?
No, but can we address all these idiots that are like, we don't get it because the stupid hotel is in a Glock timeline? It's like, they have the same timeline for their Galaxy's Edge as our timeline, so it's not the
No.
stupid
Yeah.
hotel's
And
fault.
he can be alive then.
that too. They
That's-
can be alive.
It has nothing to do with it. Yeah, it has.
these are
I
the
think it has to
idiots.
do with the heat, man. I really do.
It's some of that too, but these are the idiots that can't afford to go. So they're like, I blame the stupid hotel for everything. It's like, it's not a
So
stupid
I was
hotel.
surprised
First off,
there was-
but like,
I really thought they were going to announce the restaurant at Disneyland. I really did.
Yeah, and if they did, I was booking a flight that day to go on opening day. Like,
Yep.
yeah, But no.
Same here, man. But yeah, I was a little underwhelmed with. We'll get to that, but it was that was the coolest Star Wars parks announcement. Was that?
Was Grogu and Mando?
Yeah, Grogu and Mando.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, I mean, Star Wars. I mean, from D23, I don't think we were expecting a bunch. We know we weren't
Right.
getting any attractions, no updates to Galaxy's Edge.
No, I was fine.
The only thing that kind of fell flat from the movies, just like we had made mention of, is just no movies.
Right.
It was all
No
shows,
movies.
which is
Yeah.
fine. But
Yeah.
all right, anything?
If anything, put
But also no new show announcements or anything. It was all just
true. The shows
showing
we already know.
what you showed already at Celebration. and
Nothing about
talking
Acolyte
about it
either.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, nothing about
Strange.
Acolyte.
Very strange.
Or the Lando series, the droid. Isn't there a droid series that's supposed to be happening
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
There was a little bit about Ahsoka, like we saw Sabine. I saw the leaked picture of Sabine Wren
Yeah.
and Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka in there.
Right.
That's about it.
That's about it.
I can't wait
If
to see.
anything-
Oh and the guy that's going to be playing live
Ezra.
action Ezra Bridger.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was a big one too. Of course.
Was that at D23 properly?
I think so.
Was that announced? Because
It came out during it, so I assume so.
okay, I thought
Yeah.
it was. I don't know if it was during or
Like
like a
on
little
stage.
before. Was
that
it
was
on
when
stage?
they had Favreau come out, or was that before Favreau? Because I know they had him out to introduce Mando going to Galaxy's
Yeah.
Edge.
This is Aman Esfandi. He was officially cast as Ezra Bridger. Fuck you, Kyle.
That's awesome. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
They should have also just done Mando in Launch Bay. Like I don't get why they won't.
You can put anybody in Launch Bay. It's like
Literally anybody.
not
Yeah.
out of the fucking timeline. Just
Right,
so.
but like you said, it's not out of timeline to see Mando in Galaxy's Edge.
I've got some.
He could be alive.
I don't know if you saw this, but there was some new product released at Galaxy's Edge.
I was there today and saw those pommels.
The pummels, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like them?
I like them. I'm not going to buy them.
It's a bantha, and what's the owl's name?
Morai.
Yeah, but no, I know that. But what's the actual
species is convor.
Yeah, it's a convor and a bantha.
Mhm.
The convor looks badass. Actually,
It does. I picked it up today
shit.
though, and it's so light.
Is
I
it?
was expecting it to be heavy.
Oh, I
It's
don't
light.
care if it's heavy or light.
It looks cool though.
Have you seen these yet, Brett?
I have not, which
Okay.
is shocking.
They
Usually
came to
I see
Galaxy's
all the
Edge
merchandise stuff.
in Disneyland like a week or two ago.
Oh, it was a week ago already.
for Disneyland, but
Oh,
for
it's-
us,
Oh,
it
it's
was,
those? Okay. Yeah, I
we
have
just got
seen
them
those.
like 2
Yeah,
or
I
3
saw
days
those.
ago here.
The owl one's like white, right?
It's kind of a silver.
No, it's like a silver.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Maybe I'm not remembering
the
it right.
bantha's like.
No,
tan-
I thought I
tannish.
saw it.
I'll text it to you right now, just in case you didn't.
Sounds good.
And also, I just want to point this out. I'm talking to Brad about it earlier, but if I get a chance to pat the back of Universal again, remember when I don't know if you saw
Ooh.
the Death Eaters got in Hollywood, Universal Hollywood, for their like Halloween Horror Nights and their Halloween time in Hogsmeade. They're bringing them here because they're so popular. So Universal's like, we're not going to just leave the characters in California. We're going to bring them to Orlando too.
Huh, crazy concept.
Crazy concept, right?
It's wild.
Death Eaters. It's going to be so
I
fun.
didn't know
Cool.
that they weren't already in
No,
Universal, but that's a
They're
crazy
not, yeah.
idea, right? Do it in all of your
And that's
parks.
and that's been like my only complaint about the Harry Potter shit is like, give me more characters from
That
Harry
is
Potter.
the problem with their lands. The lands are great, but you walk around and you don't see
Oh,
characters.
lately?
There's nothing.
Actually, lately I've been seeing a lot of like I've seen a bunch of X-Men out.
Oh, no, I just meant Universal. Or Harry Potter.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, those lands are, I can't argue, those lands are great. I don't care about the IP, but when I go in there, I'm like, this is built
Yeah.
perfectly. I love it.
Yeah.
But there's no characters, so
Right.
that's the only downfall. But
Right,
if they're giving them some scary guys, then there you go.
Yeah. Do you want me to just kind of blow through the movies I have real quick, and then we can get to the park stuff?
Yeah,
Just
'cause
kinda-
the movies I didn't even pay attention to.
Yeah, and let me know if I'm missing any, but real quick, just a rundown. Mufasa 2024.
Was that a movie or a series? I was confused.
Pretty sure it's
Movie.
a movie. Yeah.
Okay.
Snow White with Gal Gadot as the queen and Rachel Ziegler as Snow White
Not
in
bad.
2024. And that's a movie. The Little Mermaid. I don't know if you guys have seen that. The Little
That
Mermaid
trailer
trailer
looked good.
came out.
That trailer looked good.
There's 4 new songs
It looks
in
fantastic.
The Little Mermaid.
The new songs have been a miss for me in every single one of these remakes.
Yep.
Like the
Same.
Pinocchio one, the new songs I've already forgotten. And
I haven't watched Pinocchio yet.
The Beauty and the Beast new song, forgot. Like they're misses. I guess the best one might have been Jasmine's new song, but like I can't remember it. So like, come on.
Oh yeah, like her girl power
Speechless or
song,
something.
Speechless. Yeah.
Like forget these new songs. They're not
Yeah.
working. Just if you're doing the remakes, just do a remake.
Especially with these like iconic soundtracks, like
Right.
the Howard
You
Ashman
can't
music is just a
improve
10 out of 10.
greatness.
Yeah. Unless you like, there was I would think it'd be interesting if there was like, oh, it's a cut song that he wrote for it, but it never got into the original movie. We're putting it in now.
Yeah. Like,
that would be dope.
Like Beauty and the Beast could have done Human again. They could have put that in live action, something like that. Yeah.
But they just missed opportunity over and over again.
Yeah.
Peter Pan and Wendy to Disney Plus.
Awesome.
2023.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
I just saw a poster.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
the
that's it.
poster
Okay.
looks dope.
Okay.
It's the Jolly Roger up in the crowds. Yeah, clouds.
Disenchanted, Disney Plus on November 24th, 2022.
I still haven't seen the first one, so I need to watch.
You haven't?
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, dude, I love that movie.
Everybody does, so I know I need to watch it.
It's great.
Fantastic Four, November 8th, 2024. It's
Woo!
about time. Let's go. The same director as WandaVision. Did I see or hear correctly, Brad, that somebody on the podcast last night said WandaVision's on par with The Mandalorian Season 2 because that person needs to be certifiably sent into an
it's
asylum.
a poll too.
They are.
You wait till you hear the episode. I was like, you don't know what you're saying.
That makes zero sense. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Even though I know I'm an outlier and I don't like WandaVision, even if I wasn't an outlier and said, yeah, I like it, it's nowhere near Mando.
I said you could probably say it for season 1 of Mando.
You can say it for...
No. Not even
but season 2, definitely not.
Yeah, definitely
Maybe
not.
you could say it for the non-Luke parts of Boba Fett.
Yes.
Maybe.
I would agree with that. Better than that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, no. I like WandaVision way better than Book of Boba Fett.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
WandaVision was better than Book of Boba
The
Fett.
non-Luke and Ahsoka parts of
yeah,
Boba Fett.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a given.
Maybe,
but
yeah.
even compared, when you still compare it overall, even though I got more emotional over Book of Boba Fett overall, I think WandaVision's an overall better series.
Yeah, because that's just the Luke and Ahsoka making it better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
And
wrong.
Mandalorian in the episode where he killed the Cleveland Browns mascot.
Right,
So.
and the BD-71 droid.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got that Marvel special presentation, The Werewolf by Night, on October 7th. Just looks interesting. I'm not into those type of things, but it is what it is. Armor Wars coming to Disney Plus. Secret Wars as well. That's a Disney Plus series.
That looks fantastic.
Secret Wars does look interesting. I will give Marvel that.
It feels like what I
out-
want from Marvel again.
Check out the Secret Wars trailer. It might pull you back in.
Okay.
Dude, it looks awesome.
There's some good
for
stuff
real.
with Nick Fury in there. Yeah, give it a shot.
Okay.
Because
I'll watch the trailer.
You know how I'm railing on the MCU right now.
Me too. I've checked
Yeah.
out. I've
Yeah.
had like 4 chances to watch Thor since I came out. Like literally, I'm sitting on my couch.
You have
nothing
4
to do.
chances to watch Thor.
Right.
Thor. God
Say
damn it.
that 5
Thor
times
4.
fast. No, say it 4 times fast.
I'm having a stroke.
Right. But I've just been sitting on my couch, literally nothing to do, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
So that's a bad sign because I was super excited.
I'm going
for
to watch it because I can't critique something I haven't seen.
I'm not gonna critique it either way. I'm just gonna be like, I don't care. That's sad.
Hey, that's totally fair, man.
A year
I get
ago-
it. I just feel like I'm the one thing I don't watch is something where I'll miss something cool and be pissed that I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I mean, Kyle loved it because he got to see Thor's ass a bunch of times. So
I have Stockholm syndrome with the MCU now, apparently.
has Daredevil twerked his way into She-Hulk yet?
Not that I've seen, but I think I'm like at this point 2 episodes.
No, he's going to be
behind,
doing
or
whatever
one episode.
the latest trend that's a fad by that point is. He's going to be Fortnite dancing.
Oof.
I hope not, for Brad's sake, because he loves it.
Oh, God.
God.
That made me angry.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't happen, but...
Any other movies? That's all I had jotted down, like a quick... They showed... I think I heard they showed the Haunted Mansion trailer to everybody.
Oh,
They
yeah.
showed Black Panther 2 trailer.
Which is the same trailer. It's already been out. So, like,
For what?
Black Panther, that trailer's already out.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it had
Duh.
No Woman, No Cry.
I
that
forgot
went
about
into,
that
like,
trailer.
Yeah.
Christ, that's right. You are right.
Yeah. The Haunted Mansion isn't out as a trailer,
Right.
but Black
But
Panther is.
Jamie Lee Curtis came out in a Doom buggy.
Right? That's
That
the
was
cool
so
thing.
cool.
That's
That
a
is
great cast, but then Jared Leto, not so much. So, whatever.
Yeah,
Is he for
him
sure
in
the
that
Hatbox
makes me
Ghost?
They
nervous.
confirmed it.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, I'm not paying money for this movie now because of that.
Wasn't it originally Ryan Gosling?
He's, I think, still in it, just not Hatbox.
Jared Leto's the Hatbox Ghost?
Yeah, which ties into bringing the
for
Hatbox
fuck's
to
sake.
our Haunted Mansion.
Oh,
God.
Hey, I'm not paying
God.
for it. I'm watching it on
no,
Disney Plus.
it better not be his version. in
No,
that box.
they're not going to spend money to make a new animatronic. They're just going to.
Yeah, no, they showed the picture. It's the same one.
Yeah, they're copying and pasting the good one.
Well, I just didn't want like the face to look different.
Right.
That's all I'm
No,
saying.
Just
it
put
should be
his
the same
head in
one.
the
It should be the
box.
same.
Oh no.
I wouldn't.
Oh,
I'm
God.
just like
So-
I'm with you guys that it's not going to happen, but don't put it past Disney
Please
to
don't.
change
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
During
I'm
this.
still waiting for them to screw up the Jungle Cruise. Thank God that movie didn't do well because of the pandemic.
It
Right.
did get pandemic because I still like the Jungle
I like
Cruise.
the movie,
Yeah.
but I don't want. I don't want the ride. To
I
become
liked
the
what I
movie.
saw. I saw about half of it, but I just don't want them to change it.
I
Like
agree.
you don't need
I agree.
the Rock animatronic. In the
Yeah,
fucking
we don't
Jungle
need the Rock,
Cruise.
No.
Rock being an animatronic there.
I don't need it.
The Rock's already in the worst attraction in Orlando, so
True.
Yeah. Well,
True.
you know, when you
The
put it
goat-
that way, he needs to be redeemed.
that's true.
You're not wrong. Just put him in the Haunted Mansion somewhere. It's fine.
You just like turn the corner. He's like, get the fuck away from me. Know your role and shut your mouth.
So instead of Morbin time, is it going to be like hat boxing time? Boxing time?
It's boxing time.
Boxing time.
Hey, Sony, can you re-release Morbius? We all were really busy the 5 times you did it.
Yeah.
So if you release
I wanna see it so
re-release it a
bad.
6th time, we want to see it.
No, I don't.
Don't go see it. Oh,
You know
it
what
was
though?
bad.
You know what? Somehow I think this might have something to do with Spider-Man.
Ugh,
Intriguing.
God. I walked back into the theater to watch that, and I was disappointed. Anyway,
Greatest
all right.
scene in cinematic history.
Sure. Any other movies, guys, before we jump over to this park stuff?
No movies.
No,
but
I think
the
that's it. Well,
trailer
wasn't there
for it?
some Thunderbolts or something?
Yeah, the Thunderbolts
Oh.
series movie series. It's
I
basically
couldn't tell
their
what it was. 'Cause
it's
they
their
didn't stream
Suicide
the fucking
Squad.
panel.
It's Marvel's Suicide Squad.
Nice.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
Bucky came out on stage. It sounded pretty
Wait,
interesting.
is Bucky good or
but,
bad
you know,
now?
Whatever.
He's him and Wanda keep changing sides every 5 minutes. Who's good? Who's bad?
Well, the premise of the Suicide Squad. Don't forget, Bucky's done some shit.
Right, but then
I
he's
know-
good 1 minute and then he's bad the next minute. It's like, come on, dude, who are you?
But he was also good because he's kind of got like Captain America's protection. So
Right,
they're all anti-heroes because
true.
Black Widow's sister's in it. The Captain America who killed the guy with his shield is in it. The
Wyatt
guy
Russell.
Wyatt Russell, yeah. A bunch of other people are in
U.S. What's the character's name? U.S. Soldier.
it too. U.S. Soldier. I
Something-
think you're right. Like
U.S. Soldier.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's U.S. Soldier.
Yeah,
Anyway.
He looks weird in that mask. I don't like his face.
Yeah,
he
it
looks
makes
like
him look
somebody you wanna
like the
punch.
young Carl from Up in that little helmet.
How about we kick off the parks?
Well, last thing for Disney Plus.
Oh, yeah.
the trailer looked awful, but I'm excited for it. Was the Santa Claus?
Oh,
series.
I didn't think the trailer looked that bad, but I'm excited for it too.
Yeah, I'm
I didn't see the trailer, but
The
I'm here
trailer's
for it. It's a
pretty
series,
bad.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a series. Yes.
Tim Allen's back.
Yeah.
And
I
it's in
love
the trailer
that's one
for
of my
another
favorite Disney,
character that's
Christmas
back.
movies of all time, so
Me
I'm here
too.
for it.
I've
Yeah.
just got to say something, and I'm not trying to make it political, but I appreciate that Disney's not skirting away from Tim Allen just because he has a little bit different views than everybody else.
Right. They'll cancel his Last Man Standing show 5 times, but
Right. Well,
That was due to ratings. Had nothing to do with their
not the first time.
involvement with him. Because
True.
if that was the case, he wouldn't have been in Toy Story 4. He wouldn't have had this come
True.
out.
Not
True.
the first time.
the first time
They
was
canceled
Fox
Last Man Standing.
before Disney
Yeah.
bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time was pressure because it hit hard
Did-
when it
wait,
came back.
wasn't it always on ABC?
No.
No, it jumped to Fox for a
Yeah.
while.
Oh,
So maybe
did it
I'm
really?
wrong. Maybe that was
I didn't know
ABC.
that. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
I can look into that later.
But I think you're definitely right about the ratings because it fell off after like 2 seasons.
Nobody came back. Like,
Yeah.
it's a funny show, but like they had to recast the daughter, and it was weird. So
Yep. It was kind of formulaic too, that series.
Yeah.
It was like the
Well,
same
it's
thing.
all.
every
It's a
episode.
sitcom. They're dead. They haven't been relevant in 20 years.
Facts.
no, it's true.
But you know what is relevant?
Nope.
Happily Ever After is returning next year to Walt Disney World, you guys.
Hey-oh.
Yes, it is.
That was
Yes,
the
it
first announcement at the park. I
They
knew it was
led
coming
with-
when they started the live stream with Jordan Fisher singing it.
Yep.
And he tweeted out a hilarious meme because he's been tweeting at Disney for the past few months to bring Happily Ever After back. And when they announced it, he tweeted from his personal Twitter account the "We did it, Joe" meme, which was funny.
At this point, I think people would be okay if he was CEO. Like, fans love him. I do too.
I love that guy. He's cool, man.
Yeah. But
He's
I
got
don't
a
know.
hell of a voice too.
I don't
but-
understand why they led with the biggest thing. Like, if that's the biggest thing you have, put that at the end. End on a high note.
Yeah,
You shouldn't
it's
lead
not.
with the big
It's
thing.
not. There is some cool stuff that got proposed. I wouldn't say it got announced. I would say it got proposed. My fear about this is that it's just a way to drive up stock, and it's something that isn't going to actually happen.
It was the weirdest D23 because it was all a pitch meeting. It wasn't a D23.
Yeah, it was a pitch meeting. Then after that, I'm going through the timeline here. I kind of like live Instagram post the panel. Yeah. Then Jon Favreau came out and talked about his love for the parks, and that's when they revealed the Grogu and Mando stuff, which we've talked about already, so I'll keep going. And then Kevin Feige came out to talk about the Hulk walk-around character that we saw that looks just absolutely... First off, he's massive. I'm re-looking at the picture, and he is huge. Because you got to remember, Josh D'Amaro is my height. He's a tall dude.
Yeah, unless you see him next to somebody, it had no perspective because it was like a black background on an empty stage.
Yeah, seeing him next to Feige and
Feige's
Josh
kind
D'Amaro.
of a big guy too.
Yeah, the Hulk, it looks like it has potential, but it moved bad.
Right, the size
it
of
moved
it's
so
fine.
awkwardly.
It's just the
Very
movement
poorly.
is weird.
Very
it
poorly.
moved like someone that was like trying to move in a balloon. It's what it looked like.
It kind of moved like Baymax, honestly. The Baymax character. Have you seen
really
the character?
did.
Yeah, it was just like that character.
You just reopened a wound. I don't like the Baymax announcement that they made for the parks.
It was weird.
Love it. We'll get to it.
I'm
We'll
okay
get
with
to
it
in a
because
second.
I don't
don't
care.
like it.
I don't care. I'm one of the few people that are
like
super
Pacific
indifferent
Wharf.
on Big Hero 6. I saw it once. I'm like,
it's not,
whatever.
It's not Baymax. I just like that part of the park. But
I feel you.
We can talk about it then.
I haven't been to DCA,
then,
so I can't really say.
I think the Pacific Wharf area is just such an underused area in the park anyway. There's no attraction there. It's just a food court.
Right.
I love going to get those. Yeah, we can talk about it then. So Hulk looked weird.
Hulk looked strange.
It was also weird because Mark Ruffalo did like a video interview or something, and it was obviously him and his voice, and then the Hulk talked, and it wasn't Mark Ruffalo's
Definitely
voice.
wasn't. Well, it's
like
it's not going to be Mark Ruffalo.
No, and I'm okay with that. But when you have
Thanks
it
for your
back to
opinion,
back,
Winston.
when you have it back to back, it's obvious that it's not him. So it's like, oh, why would you do that? Because then it shows the fans that that's not his voice.
True.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
That'd be like if they showed the Kylo on the Halcyon after interviewing Adam. Like, that would be ridiculous.
Now, here is the thing that I thought was the most controversial of the D23 panel, other than one thing we'll get to in a little bit. Can you write down Animal Kingdom and don't let me talk?
Oh, we'll talk about it. I won't forget it.
I don't have a post for it. So
I won't
we'll
forget
talk about
it because I think I'm the one that feels the most about this out of anybody.
So they announced that there's a new multiverse attraction coming to Disney
California Adventure. Yeah.
California Adventure for the. Sorry, Holly's calling me.
You're good. I can take it over. Disney's California Adventure, Avengers Campus in California is getting their third e-ticket. Right, this is an e-ticket attraction, not their third e-ticket attraction, but it should be an e-ticket attraction.
Well, it's replacing the proposed Quinjet attraction that was announced like 5 years ago.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Now, I like this idea a lot better because Thanos is back.
A version.
It's and you probably don't like this because
Nope.
it's multiverse.
Yep.
All right, here's my thing. I think this has. Well, no, this probably isn't going to be like a Cosmic Rewind type of ride because they're going to, unless they build on top of the Quinjet building. And it would look awful back there, though.
Yeah.
Because you've got Mission Breakout, and then you're going to have that big old building, but what do they care? If you just color it like the sky.
I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to go Transformer show building, where it's like a in-universe warehouse.
Oh, that would be great.
Which would actually
This looked
work.
like Star Tours from the concept art, guys. It looked
that's
like
what I'm thinking. I think it's a cheap out. It's a cop-out.
Well, if that's the case, then... Ugh.
And that's why they're like,
it's what it looks like.
They're like, it could have any characters because it's like it's a video. We can just change it out.
I would adore if they tried a Rise of Resistance, this bad boy, but they won't.
Yeah, me too. But
no, dude, this is not going to be
it's
a Rise
going to be a
of Resistance.
screen-based
This looks like
ride.
Star Tours.
Yeah, it's a screen-based ride that's going to have new characters every week that comes out at the same time as the new Disney Plus show.
All I've seen was King Thanos. It looks phenomenal.
Yeah, he looks awesome.
That is cool looking.
I'm gonna get all the King Thanos merch when this shit comes out. Like he looks so cool. I love the Thanos
I
that
love
won.
this idea.
Oh, can I join your team?
Which is strange because when Avengers Campus opened, they were like, "This is the version of Marvel where Thanos didn't snap." So it's like, wait, did Thanos win in this universe or did he not snap? Like,
it's
which
a
is which?
multiverse ride.
The ride is going to be you go into Wanda comes out and you're in a different dimension and it's going to have transitions like Star Tours does.
All right, I'm out.
You really weren't in anyway.
Exactly.
You think it'd be like a copy for copy Star Tours?
I think it'll be pretty close. I think they said e-ticket. It ain't gonna be an e-ticket.
What if
it's
they
gonna be
go-
like a strong D ticket.
What if they go even the cheapest of routes and just remove the literal Star Tours from Tomorrowland, put it in DCA?
That would be hilarious. And then you're saying Star Tours is an e-ticket.
I wouldn't put it past this era, this time that we're in. That's what they do.
Oh, that's rough. I do love the look of King Thanos, though. Like we said, he looks dope.
Yes, he does.
Did you see that, Evan?
Yeah, I saw the picture of Thanos. He looks dope.
It looks awesome.
The rest of it around it, awful.
Yeah, I'm not. They didn't say that this was the like. They didn't say this. This is the Quinjet attraction. They were like, in this new attraction. So I'm like, oh, you canceled the good version.
What's
of
it
this.
going to be
Cool.
called? Just like the Avengers Multiverse Adventure or something like?
They haven't even given it a name. The multiverse.
I would be shocked if this even happens.
Oh.
That would be hilarious if 2 Avengers Campus attractions get canceled back
I mean,
to back.
this one though,
Did
they
you guys
actually
hear
made
the?
an
Did
announcement.
you hear the reaction to this?
No.
No, did people like it?
There
or
was
not?
no. Go back and this is what I'm telling you about the panel. You got to go back and watch these clips because no one reacted.
Wow, that's crazy. Like just
People
being
were
on,
like,
being on Instagram, I thought
Kevin
people
Feige
liked
had to
it.
be like, kind of like, all right, now it's time to clap, and people were like, okay.
I guess.
Jesus.
Just being on Instagram, it seems like people are excited. But,
That's wild because people were in the room were not.
wow. I mean, I'm not, but
Well, it's because is there? I don't know. Is there a lot of trust?
Nope.
In them, I know you don't have any.
I have 0 when it comes to them for the parks with Marvel. They have just dropped the ball. at
It's
every
true, they
turn,
have.
except
Mission Breakout.
Cosmic Rewind
Breakout.
and the redo of Tower of Terror.
But
yeah,
that was
Mission
Joe Rohde,
Breakout and
so-
Rewind. Yeah.
Yep.
yeah, that's why that's so good because it was Joe Rohde, who we'll tie into later in the episode when we talk about something that's not
Yes,
good.
we will. We'll
doesn't
talk about that
involve Joe
last because
Rohde.
I don't have a slide for it.
That's good.
Then they announced that Disneyland Pacific Wharf is getting rethemed to San Francisco, which I think is a great idea. I think, but that area of the park sucks.
No, I like it. I mean,
What you don't even like San Francisco?
I don't, but I like believing that San Francisco's safe to go to.
It's
When
the
I'm
good
It's a
Disney's
Metallica
California.
thing,
The
isn't
safe
it?
version of
No, it's not. It's not a Metallica thing. If I want any nostalgia with Metallica, I'll go to Oakland and stand outside and get shot at the 16th Street station where I filmed Halo on Fire. No, Pacific Wharf just kind of became, and this very well could be nostalgia. It's, and I think it's more deeply rooted in how Disney is. I feel like I'm turning into Evan, and I hate this. Disney is
I'm here.
like
I love
taking like the original part of California Adventure, even though it's not original, but they're taking a piece that still is authentically Disney. And now Baymax is. In San Fran, Tokyo, or whatever the name of it is. And I like Baymax. I love the movie. I support that IP. I just... Why you cheaping out on just retheming it? The restaurant's still going to be great, I'm sure.
And it's not
They
even
better
gonna
not
have,
take away that bread bowl, because that thing is bomb.
It's not even going to have an attraction. Like it's going to be the same restaurants,
Sure.
with probably a meet and greet. Like that's it.
So then why?
What's the point? Yeah,
I mean, but then again, I get it on the flip side. Why not, too? I get that.
yeah.
Especially since you're retheming Pixar... Or it's Pixar Pier. I almost called
Didn't
it.
they announce the official change of the hotel too now
Yes.
instead of Paradise Pier?
Yeah.
Yes, that's actually our next thing to
And,
talk
like,
about.
The very next day, they ripped the sign off of the building.
Anyway, I think it's just nostalgia for me. Then when I would go to Disneyland, it was one of the the first time I went. I remember really liking Pacific Wharf. So
I feel that. I haven't been, and I'm completely indifferent because I have never been to DCA. B only saw Baymax or what's the Big Hero 6 once and was whatever, I guess. I don't love it or hate it, but
I did love the Paradise Pier Hotel. And changing it to Pixar was fine. I don't think that's a big deal, but
Nah.
because that was like the best hotel to stay at when you'd go visit.
Yeah.
Because it's cheapest. And it's a good Disney hotel.
And it probably also helps them. Didn't they have a Baymax series on Disney Plus? I didn't watch it because the movie to me is just whatever.
I didn't watch it either. Yeah.
But so that helps. It's Disney Plus. There's probably be a season 2 of Big Hero 6. So keep it going.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I just
care either
don't
way.
know if they didn't announce an attraction for it, but you kind of have to do something.
Is there
Yeah,
room?
You
gotta
can't
do
just
something
retheme
now.
a land and not have an attraction
Right.
to it.
I don't know the footprint. Is there room for one or
Because if
I don't-
no,
no? So
Not
then-
definitely
really.
isn't. There definitely
You gotta-
isn't an attraction over
You
there.
could expand it and do something. I don't know.
So probably
You're on-
not.
The
You're on, like,
concept
water.
art looks kind of cool. I totally get what you're saying about like original Disneyland
Oh, yeah.
IP stuff. Like it's all going away. It is all going to be theme to characters and stuff. But
you might as well change the name because you're taking Pacific Wharf away. It's not California Adventure. Well, it's
the
San
name
Fran,
should have been
Tokyo.
changed a long time ago.
Yeah,
but there's really only 2 domestic parks that haven't been murdered yet. Then, so Magic Kingdom and Disneyland. But that just shows how perfect those parks are.
Still would have loved to see
timeless.
the California version of Epcot. That would have been.
Oh
crazy.
no! Make no mistake, Magic Kingdom's about to get decimated, and I have really strong thoughts about a few of the things they announced there.
Whoa!
But we'll get to that in a minute. Next up, the Pixar Place Hotel update looks fine. Don't care.
Yeah.
This one was something that I was surprised at the reaction of the crowd. This is the biggest reaction other than the Villains Land announcement. And it was Porto's Bakery coming to downtown Disney. And I have no idea what that means.
I've never even heard of Porto's until now.
I hadn't either. They had it to give out to people at the panel. And people were freaking out and like rushing out. And he's like, don't run. You can get it. You get it when you leave.
I guess it's a California thing, maybe?
I guess it would be like if In-N-Out came to downtown Disney or something. I guess it's like that level of fandom. But I don't get how good a bakery can be. So I just really don't care.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
Have you ever been, Tom, to Porto's?
No, I'm looking it up right now. Just trying to see Porto's Bakery and Cafe. It looks pretty. It's definitely
generic to me.
Generic. It's California-y.
It just doesn't. I don't get it, but I haven't tried it. So maybe if I tried it, I would feel differently. But
you are the food reviews guy of the show.
I am. I do love food, but it just doesn't look. It didn't look anything special to me. But taste isn't with your eyes, but sometimes it is. The next thing is runs are coming back to Disneyland Resort, which I know people who run were very excited about that because I don't think there had been a run there since like 2016 or something like that, 2015, 2016.
It was gone before COVID even, so yeah.
Did you say fuck Run Disney?
Yeah, I did because, Courtney and I tried to do our first 10K for Run Disney and be our first event doing it. I think it was the marathon weekend for next year. I signed on and I'm waiting in the queue, and I'm getting there and I'm paid. I got through. I paid, and then it said, "Sorry, we couldn't sign you up," but they took my money.
Whoa! And it hasn't been refunded?
No, it has now.
Oh, okay.
But I went through the whole thing, and they're like, nope, so sorry, spot's all taken up. And then I find out that you have to pay like this gold membership to be able to get the early access for Run Disney, and then you get a little bit of a discount if you're in that gold membership to be able to go in early. And then like they fucking handpick who they take for these races.
You got to get a lightning lane to get into the virtual queue to get into the Genie.
So sour. I wanted to do a Disney run so bad, but I'm just so turned off
just
by
stay
Run
at
Disney.
the hotel and just run around the hotel. Like, there you go.
I know. It's not the same. I want my fucking medal. I want that Donald medal.
You can buy the medals separately, dude.
That is true.
It's not the same. I gotta at least halfway earn it.
It's a participation.
I want to run in the parks when it's just like the race. Like I want to do that kind of shit. Like the special.
That does make sense. That would be cool to run in an empty park.
The only way I would do this is if they do like a Disney afternoon run.
Dude, they usually do give you cool characters. So what if it was like
they do
that too?
Yeah. I would do it then, but like it'd be something where like we would all do it together and just kind of like make fun of it, like not make fun of it, but like make it fun. I know that
my running days
Lou Mangello does them from time to time, and he just like hangs out with his listeners and they eat Twizzlers and shit while they're walking.
I would do it seriously though.
Yeah, I would
go back to my running days.
If I'm doing it seriously. But I would try to make as much fun out
of it.
Oh,
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Dress up and stuff.
The last one they had a few months ago, they had a freaking 20,000 Leagues Nautilus in the parking lot.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was cool.
The what the hell was I going to say? Shit. Oh.
Did you see Evan, did you see the 20,000 Leagues sign at the Not So Scary party?
Yes, I took a picture with that, of course.
Okay, cool. I didn't know if you saw it or not.
That was my only thing that I had to do in the party. I was like, the rest of this, whatever.
How cool those
and it was
statues.
Good party, but
I love those little statues.
The Donald one was cool. Yeah. That was like the second one, too. It was like
first or
Pluto,
second,
then Donald. Yeah. So seeing him was,
those are fun.
Cool.
Why my pandemic trip that got canceled, it was supposed to be April 2020. We were going to start that out with the Star Wars run. The dark side, light side run. Yeah. And we were obviously both going to be on the dark side. I was so much looking forward to that, and that shit sucks. So,
but man, that'd be a good idea of a Disney weekend run, or not weekend. What'd you call it again? I'm going stupid.
Disney afternoons,
run? Yeah.
And it could be like a Disney afternoon run.
Yeah.
The name works too.
What a bonkers.
All right, moving on to something that I am very hot and cold on, depending on how I look at it. Tiana's Bayou Adventure set to open in 2024 at Disneyland and Disney World. So go get your rides in on Splash Mountain because it will be closing very shortly.
Wow, so they can get it done in 2 years? I doubt that.
I doubt it too,
That's
but
not
they're going to
legit.
close it sooner than later.
How hard is it really going to be? They're not like...
Shouldn't be hard, but...
They got to put a Tiana on top of a water tank.
Did you see the visual, like the video concept art? They had like the moving art for it.
Yeah, the rendering.
It looks like the render. It looks like it's going to have like a bioluminescent water on the waterfall now.
What the fuck was it mist?
Well, that was the best part. Sharita Carter.
That's my next thing.
Sharita Carter's like, we have mist. I'm like, what?
How advanced the mist technology is.
And then
I was
at
just
the
like,
end,
what are you saying?
They stuck in one of my least favorite buzzwords of like digital technology. So I'm like, oh, projections. Got it.
I swear to God, if they do something like, to combat climate change, we're replacing all the water with mist, I swear to God, I'll burn Splash Mountain down to the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I have cautious hopes for this ride now because it's like, okay, projections, mist. Got it. Okay.
There better be a Louis animatronic or I'm going to kill somebody.
Yeah, and I've
there will be.
I've heard that Facilier is not even involved. If there's no Dr. Facilier, then what are we even doing?
Well, the story picks up at the end. You're like going to find some ingredients or some shit. They said what the ride's going to be.
He's going to get revenge, maybe. If he's there getting revenge as a ghost?
Here's the worst part, I think, of this. And trust me, I'm for this. I think this is great. I'm okay with this re-theme. I really am.
If it's done
I'm
right.
not.
I am if it's done right.
Yeah,
but if it's missed and projections and no Dr. Facilier.
But my problem is their creative cop-out on the restaurant that's inside the mountain that you're going into, Tiana's Foods. You couldn't come up with a better name for that? Like, you are Disney, the Disney creative team, and you couldn't come up with a better name for probably your princess who cooks the best out of every single one of them.
Who owns the restaurant? Tiana. Okay, what she got there? Food. Okay.
Tiana's Foods?
Tiana, got it. You're hired.
Make it,
I thought the restaurant in the Tiana's Place, it had a name.
In the movie,
this is different.
Palace.
The story for the ride is she's based it on the success of Tiana's Place.
She's going
and opening Tiana's Foods.
Yeah,
it's so stupid.
Oh God!
And you know what I'm jealous of? Yeah. Disneyland getting another restaurant in New Orleans Square for Tiana's.
You can eat a beignet and then go to Tiana's Palace, like Disneyland.
Well, I think this is going to go where Hungry Bear is.
Ooh, that kind of hurts because people love Hungry Bear.
No, it's going in New Orleans Square.
But think about what's right next. They're going to have to extend New Orleans Square. Are they going to get rid of the beignet spot to put this there?
Nope.
This restaurant looks huge.
It's opening in like September 20th.
What? No, it's not.
Am I confused?
I don't know about any dates. I didn't see any dates. So
Disney posted this. The one I'm talking about, at least. Let me find it. They're opening something super soon that's Tiana related. In New Orleans Square at Disneyland.
They didn't give any. I don't think they gave any details about the restaurant. They didn't even say where it's going. I just assumed that it's going to have to be a fairly big restaurant. Hungry Bear is pretty big. They're going to have to. Critter Country is not going to be existent after this because it's easier for them to repurpose the building than build a new one.
Are they going to go quick service or like reservation?
It'll be quick service. I wouldn't be shocked if it's both. If it has like a quick service component and a sit down.
It should, and they should just do it.
That would be a smart way to do it.
Character dining, have Tiana and Naveen walking around. Like that's easy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it should be.
Yep. This could be really cool if they do it right.
And like if it was done right, which it won't be, but if it was, they would have a live band in there playing like jazz music every day. But that's not happening.
Yep, that ain't gonna happen.
Damn it! Where is this post?
Which is upsetting.
If this was made like 15 years ago, it would be that. It would be Tiana and Naveen walking around dancing with jazz music. It would be sick.
Tom, feel free to interrupt me whenever you do, but I'm going to keep
go on.
Mm-hmm. The new nighttime show coming to Epcot. That was quick.
Heck yes. Rest in pieces.
I still haven't seen Harmonious yet.
Yeah, you're not missing anything.
Me neither.
Still haven't seen it.
The best part, like funny enough, is the Tiana part. The Princess and the Frog part is awesome in that show. The rest of the show, garbage.
I just want people to understand, Princess and the Frog is like one of my favorite Disney movies of the last 25 years.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Absolutely.
It's one of the best.
I have a special place in my heart for Splash Mountain. It's like my third favorite attraction of all time. And it breaks my heart because that's like the attraction that I think of when I think of Disney.
It's one of the quintessential. It's like got the obvious thing of the music, his iconic music, and it's got thrills, and it's got a story, it's got animatronics, it's got everything Disney.
It's a perfect ride.
Yeah, everything that was Disney.
We talked about this already, but Hatbox Ghost. That's exciting.
Yeah.
We then got a video of Chris Beatty, who is like my favorite Imagineer right now. I love this guy. And Josh D'Amaro riding Tron at Magic Kingdom, and it is opening in spring of 2023.
Yeah, shit, that's wild.
I still can't fathom how they don't have a date. I don't understand.
Well, they did the same thing with Guardians. Like, this is just
Right.
like their announcements before. Like, they give a time frame, and then it's also half marketing too.
True.
That's all.
It's
that
all
is.
marketing to get people to go.
All of
Gives them
D23
time
was
to-
marketing.
Like, yeah, what do you think spring is? Do you think it's April? Do you think it's March? Like,
I'm
Probably not
saying March.
I don't know. March is already spring break crowds, so they don't need a boost.
If they had a video of him riding this thing, it's good to go.
No, true. It's all good to go. There's some exterior stuff and landscaping and a little bit of theming inside, but the theming's so light, it's just literally light. So light is the perfect word. It's just all light effects. So I don't know, but I don't know if March is gonna be it because like that's spring break. You need a bigger boost in April.
You get that lightning money for spring break.
Ooh, you're right. Yeah, I keep forgetting that's a thing because I'm never going to
Okay.
use it. So I think you're right now. You swayed me.
I found what I was looking for. So what I was talking about, I was confused, I believe, with the restaurant that you're talking about. So you're probably right that if that restaurant, that Hungry Bear is going to overtake it. I'm thinking of Eudora's Chic Boutique featuring Tiana's Gourmet Secrets Shop.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
opening on November 20th.
Forgot about that.
Eudora's Chic Boutique featuring Tiana's Gourmet Secrets, new shop inspired by The Princess and the Frog, will open at New Orleans Square in Disneyland later this month. Tiana and
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Tiana and her mother Eudora, a dressmaker, have teamed up to open this shop, which will include accessories and cookware. Eudora's Chic Boutique will be the old Le Baton Rouge storefront, which was updated earlier this year. It will open September 20th, 2022.
Nice.
That's what I was
That's
thinking.
cool.
I didn't
That's
know that
cool.
was a thing. I had
Yeah.
no idea that was actually happening.
Now,
that
there
was
is-
a thing.
Is
That's what I'm
there
jealous of.
A Princess and the Frog series coming to Disney Plus?
I don't
Did I make that up?
believe so.
You made that up,
Okay.
son.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard maybe it was a rumor months and months.
You're the king
ago.
of wishful thinking.
I wish that was a thing. That'd be great.
All right.
All right, moving on to the next thing here that they announced. They announced the name of the next boat, and it's the Disney Treasure, which I actually think is a good name for the boat.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
name.
was trying to when they were bringing it up, I was like, what are they going to call it? Like Imagination, the Disney warm hug. Like what corporate buzzword are they going to use? But Treasure actually works.
The immersiveness. Disney immersiveness.
Unlike anything you've ever seen before. That's the name of it.
Yep.
The Disney Mist.
Yes.
The next thing to talk about is they gave some details about Zootopia coming to Hong Kong, if I'm remembering correctly.
Correct.
And they showed off this incredible Clausen animatronic.
That
there.
looks cool.
That looks crazy.
It
cool.
looks amazing.
He's gonna be in the queue, is what I think they said, right?
No, he's going to be at the front of the entrance.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Like
So-
if you can't get it on the ride because like that's too fast or whatever, like as long as it's somewhere in the attraction, the queue counts to me.
I actually like animatronics being in the queues
You
and
get
stuff
more
better
time
because
with
you have more time
too.
with it. Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, think about like,
Mr.
It
Potato
was
Head
like-
when he works, like it's awesome.
He's
yeah,
back.
he's back.
Yeah,
He's back,
for now.
man.
But yeah,
Hey,
Yeah,
give-
for a few weeks.
yeah, right.
but I'm
And then-
okay with that
So he
because
breaks
he's
down
so
again.
advanced. That's the point of these things. Like that DJ Rex, man, you get to spend 45 minutes with him every time you go to Oga's. That's why those are awesome.
Has he ever been down?
Surprisingly, no.
Oh, shit.
Not that I've ever
ruined
seen.
But he's so simple. That's the beauty of him too. Is like his head just bobs up and down.
That's true.
And it's just one arm swiveling. Like it's so
That's right.
simple.
Did y'all watch the Mando walk out on stage where he said Oga's?
No,
Looking
what?
for someone at Oga's Cantina.
Oh,
yeah,
I
I'm telling you
didn't
guys,
no.
That's
oh,
cool.
That's
you
awesome.
need to go watch it.
Dude, that's
Was
awesome.
it Din Djarin's voice or was it the actor?
It sounded just like
Pedro?
it to me.
I
Oh,
bet,
that's cool.
I bet they
it's-
recorded Pedro because I mean,
It
just
was. You could see
recording.
him doing like the finger movements.
yeah,
So it's definitely pre-recorded. So they probably had
okay.
him do
So
it.
he's doing the finger movements,
like how the stormtroopers
Yeah.
and stuff do.
yeah.
or how Kylo so profoundly.
I love when it doesn't work.
Do
too.
what?
He just like awkwardly like swings his arm and
Yeah.
nothing happens. Like yeah, I saw that today. Dude, Batu was insane today. He had no room to walk. Like the stormtroopers were almost physically pushing people out of the way for him to walk.
Wow.
Wow,
Studios
really?
was
As they
stupid
should
packed.
be.
Right?
Was it busy or was it just people surrounding him?
Yeah.
No, it was busy. Like even when he wasn't out
man.
yet,
Again.
I
That's upsetting.
looked down like the pathway that goes to the echelon from like the droid depot, and it was shoulder to shoulder people just like hovering there for some reason.
Wow.
So I don't know. And there's a line for bounty hunters again. At least this is today.
Well,
I don't know if this is normal, but today was
we
crazy.
had one slow week.
Right?
Right? Christ.
But this looks great. We'll talk more about this in a little bit. Kind of. Then they unveiled that Hong Kong Disneyland is getting a new Walt statue, which I thought was cool. I love that they're doing this.
Me too. Every park should have its own Walt statue.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, even the ones he never went to.
Like, he'd be perfect in
it's
Animal
just
Kingdom.
it's the
Because he would
legacy.
love Animal Kingdom.
Right.
With him with a little stupid safari hat on. That'd be great.
Yeah.
What's next here? Oh, then they were talking about Zootopia stuff, and then they brought up Animal Kingdom. And this is the part where I'm annoyed, and we talked about this the other day on the show, where I think it was on Jedi Talk. It may have been Fourth Mother Box, but remember when I was saying there's a reason why Joe Rohde left Imagineering?
This was even months ago too. This wasn't like a recent thing you said. You said this a long time ago. Yeah.
This is why Joe Rohde left.
Because they're about to butcher his park.
Did you guys see the concept art for this?
Yeah.
Yes.
The worst one is the Moana one.
Yeah.
It's a spinner.
Yeah, it's just the Triceratops spin.
Triceratops
just turned into Moana. Like, how lazy
Yeah,
are you?
I think they're just going to redo that whole. And the thing about this is the one that I think of all of the things I've said so far, you guys got to go back and watch, because Josh D'Amaro goes, all right, is everyone ready for some stuff that might make some people upset?
Oh, I've watched this one. It's so awkward because he feels like he's going to get like mass mobbed on the stage if he says the wrong thing.
Yeah, well, then quit doing what you know is the wrong thing to do.
Right, yeah. Like, if you're afraid to be booed because of what you're going to say, don't say it.
Just don't do it, dumbass.
If I was there, I would have been booing.
But they're not thinking of us. They're thinking of the consumer.
But at the panel, they're thinking of us because they're talking to us.
I know that, but that's the panel. That's your generic Susie Q family who goes to Disney every couple of years, 5 years.
So don't announce it at the panel. Susie Q is not watching this panel.
I think it's going to happen regardless. I think they wanted to know what we were going to think about it.
Oh, but they already knew we hated it because he says you guys are going to hate
exactly.
this. So what's the point?
Exactly. I think he was maybe trying to soften the blow a little bit.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he was like, oh God, and then it's like, okay, all right. It's not as bad as I thought it could be because you made it sound really scary.
That's probably why they did villains last, because villains is the thing we want. So he's like, all right, forget about what I said about Animal Kingdom. Villains, cool, right?
I wonder if they had a contingency plan where Josh said, or be like, if we have a bad response to the DAC thing, let's bring up the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it was so vague. That concept art is the most vague concept art I have ever seen in my life.
This kind of reminds me of the Disneyland Forward kind of thing, that concept art, where it's like, what is going to be there? Is that Peter Pan, maybe?
I know. Yeah. I've tried to figure that out. Yeah.
Is maybe Wakanda in that section? Maybe. Like, you can't really tell. But this one is bad.
This could be interesting. I know you and me, Evan, differ on this, but I think you could use the story of Zootopia to tell the story of Animal Kingdom. I don't think it has to be mutually exclusive. I think you can bring in IP characters that
you can.
They're just animals, and I think if you do something with those animals, it could be interesting. Now, Moana, you are like, is every fucking park gonna have Moana in Kanto? Like, is everything just gonna be all the same shit? Like, we're getting a fucking Moana thing at Epcot next year. That's the Spirit of Water. We don't also need a spinner ride. We don't also need shit at Magic Kingdom, that was rumored. It's all the same shit. You guys have other movies than Moana and Zootopia.
Brad?
There's other shit you can make.
That's the problem,
really,
too.
Brad?
Moana deserves better than a water fountain and a spinner. Like,
does she, though?
That's stupid.
Does she, though?
Oh,
I mean, dude, it's not like this movie's been around for 50 years and it has a following. Like, The Little Mermaid didn't get an attraction until 2014. Why are we all of a sudden going, oh, this movie had a hit, this movie was a hit? Does Zootopia mean enough to enough people to make it a land at the park? I don't get it.
That part, even like the Animal Kingdom thing aside, if Zootopia was announced for Magic where it might fit I would still be like, yeah, I don't know if that movie is followed enough.
That's the only place Zootopia fits as Magic Kingdom.
Right. I love Zootopia, but I would still be like, yeah, I don't know if people like it enough for a land at Magic Kingdom.
What's Joe Rohde's tweet when he clapped back at professionally clapped back at that one person?
Yeah, this was a tweet from years and years ago too.
2019.
It wasn't even from now, where he was like, Animal Kingdom has 3 intrinsic values that it's based upon.
He specifically says Zootopia does not belong in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. And he says because it's about the intrinsic value of nature. It's about the call to action, and it's about transformation by adventure. Zootopia is none of that, so it doesn't fit.
Because Zootopia copies the issues that we have, and it's just
Zootopia
animals.
Is about like stereotypes.
It's a good movie, and I like
it's about like generalizing people, and thinking this about this guy when he's not like that. Like it's about that kind of thing.
And how the evil white person screws you over. It happened in Zootopia too. The white sheep screwed him over.
Yeah. It's a human problem movie. It's about people.
I'm white. I
animals.
Can say that.
So doesn't fit at all. Hopefully, this is one of those things that they announce that never happens because it just doesn't fit.
The reaction wasn't good, man. I'll tell you that much.
Even if this was going in a place that wasn't getting rid of anything, if it was a brand new area that was just getting rid of trees, I would still be like, no. But you put Dino Land on top of that you're losing dinosaurs.
The story of Dino Land with Chester and Hester's roadside attractions.
Get rid of the roadside Chester and Hester. I'm fine with that. You got to keep
but the
Restaurantosaurus and the Dino
story,
Institute.
Though. Where all the college kids work?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that. But also that would mean that we now would have a dragon and a dinosaur on the logo for the park, and there are no dragons and dinosaurs. Like, what are we doing? It doesn't make any sense, man. If Zootopia should not be there, but we also should not be losing something dinosaur.
I'm with you on this one because especially how Joe Rohde put it. Yeah. Like I'm big on, especially with somebody like him with the track record that he has.
Yeah.
Like your original vision. I'm with you, man.
Maybe I'm more biased too because I've met Joe Rohde and I love his park. His park is like one of my homes.
I'm the only one on the podcast who hasn't met him. So.
Oh man, I don't know. Maybe I'm just more biased because of all that.
You might be.
But
yeah.
I don't know.
No, I don't think you are. I'm with you. I mean, I could get excited about it if they were like, look, we're using these characters to fit into what. Like, think about the way Moana is using this. Now, we haven't seen how it plays out, but they're teaching you the water cycle, essentially, at Moana. So they're using a character that we know to do something Epcot-y. Now, does it fit in fully? No. But at least they're taking that. Maybe they're taking an idea and using that idea to go with what Epcot goes with. They could do something like that, but I don't see it happening. The only saving grace is that Chris Beatty is on this.
Yeah. The more I think about Moana too, I'm like, okay, you could stretch Moana in Animal Kingdom. It's possible. But I'm like, Zootopia is not possible.
No.
I think Zootopia more than Moana. Moana has nothing to do with animals. At least this is animals. I mean, that's like the only connection.
You could tie in like the call to action and the transformation through adventure with Moana because part of the movie
she transformed through adventure.
She transformed through adventure, but also Tafiti was kind of wrecking the planet because Maui stole her heart. She was like turning everything to ash and ruining the planet. So it's like, okay, you could do something with like, let's not ruin our planet and turn it to ash, maybe something. Like there's something there. I'm not smart enough to figure out what it is, but it's possible. But Zootopia, I don't see it at all.
All right. And then let's move to the last announcement here. The one that I have the strongest feelings on. They kept saying over and over during this panel, just beyond Big Thunder Mountain at Magic Kingdom. So goodbye, Tom Sawyer's Island. Just beyond which also I don't know what they're going to do now because that's a fireworks launching pad back in that area. But, whatever. Just beyond Big Thunder Mountain, you're going to encounter Encanto, Coco, and a Villain's Land. And the Villain's Land got an overwhelming reaction to the point that I was shocked. I was like, damn, I didn't realize so many people wanted a Villain's Land. Like, I know that they're popular and stuff, but I was like, man, that was way more popular than I thought it would be. And my only issue is that it is Frontierland. It is themed to the American West. And the American West has nothing to do with Mexico.
Hold up.
And what you call it?
That's where Frontierland ends. It's new land back there then.
Yes, they would have to call it new land. However, if it bleeds into Mexico, like you could
transition
call
would be seamless.
It would be easy. because you could call, Frontierland. Look at Arizona, look at parts of Texas, New Mexico, California. They all border Mexico.
You could just have a small river.
If it's
that's
a new
the Rio
land,
Grande.
sure.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. Transition.
You're giving them the benefit of the doubt when you shouldn't be.
No, I agree. The recent track history shows it's going to be done poorly. But if it's done the way they used to do things and should and could do things, it'll be awesome. But
I'm wondering if Frontierland at Magic Kingdom is going to go away just in general with Tiana being there now. And that land just becomes...
That could be the gateway to that, yeah.
And, and then just Big Thunder Mountain's the only thing left. And I still think they're going to retheme the restaurant here at Pecos Bill to be Tiana's place. It doesn't make sense to not do that at this point.
Yeah, I bet that does happen within like a decade.
And then if they just get rid of Frontierland and then it goes into Mexico, I just have a problem with it being like the reason I am going like it's going to be Frontierland is because they were like kind of saying it's part of Frontierland. They're like, have you ever wondered what's right beyond the spires of Big Thunder Mountain? And I'm like, no.
I think
no, because I see it and it's a parking lot.
Right, but I think they'll give up on that and make it its own thing.
But the Villains Land is cool, but this is the most vague concept art I've ever seen in my life.
Super vague.
It's all blurry. There's a building. There's some flags in a fountain.
It's like watching porn.
And then off in the distance, you have like the Encanto house, kind of. And then there's like a dark, shadowy castle in the background. And it looks like a dragon or it looks like Chernobog, actually.
That'd
if
be
you
crazy
zoom
if
into
it was
the top
Chernobog.
right.
Yeah.
It does, actually. Do you guys have that concept art pulled up?
Not at the moment, but I've done that.
I can envision it, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's interesting.
It would be awesome, which we won't because we're not Disneyland. But if we got the Ernesto de la Cruz character meet and greet in this Coco area as part of like the transition to villains, it's like you see Ernesto and then you go back to villains. Like that would be insane.
That's like the coolest live action.
That is
thing
the
I've
best
seen
character they've
the
ever
coolest
made.
thing.
He looks and
100%.
sounds just like Ernesto de la Cruz. I don't know how
it's incredible.
I don't know. I
would
love to see how
Holly
they did
was very excited about this. Coco is her favorite Pixar movie ever.
I'm very excited too. I love this.
I'm excited about the Villains Land. I think that could be really interesting, and it fits in Magic Kingdom.
Now, if they would, which I don't think they will, because like I said, we're not Disneyland, but they could just make this Oogie Boogie Bash year round. Have all the cool, crazy villain characters.
Halloween Town.
You could even do a mini Halloween Town section. Do a little Hocus Pocus section. People love the Sanderson sisters for whatever reason.
Have you watched Hocus Pocus?
Then,
no.
This is our actual last one here, and it is the new Disneyland fireworks show for the 100 Years of Celebration.
Oh yeah.
I forget the name of it. I didn't write it down, but the music sounds terrible. I wrote in my Instagram post that it sounds like if Mumford & Sons did a fireworks show.
Dear God.
It is just not good. It doesn't have any feeling to it. It is just cold and just there's nothing about it that's endearing at all.
So what they did is they moved Enchantment to Disneyland.
They made Enchantment. They made Enchantment folk music. It's folk music.
Is it going to be worse than Enchantment? That's the thing.
If it sounds like it,
man,
go listen to this. It's brutal.
I don't know if it can get any worse, but yikes.
Oh, you haven't seen this.
No, actually, this is like the one clip I haven't watched yet, so I haven't even heard this music.
I haven't listened to it either.
It's not good. But, that's D23, guys. That was the Parks panel. How exciting was that?
Crazy, awesome, yeah.
You don't believe that.
No.
You don't believe that.
Now, like, the good thing about some of those what-ifs, if all that stuff, especially the last one that we talked about, too, is it's finally adding capacity to the parks instead of keeping capacity the same. Like, the Splash Mountain change doesn't affect capacity. You're losing a ride, adding back the same ride. Same capacity.
It's going to make it worse.
Well, it's going to drive more people to go see
it drives
that.
more people, but it gives us a new place to put them. Like, new people are going to come for Splash Mountain.
If they get a virtual queue.
Yeah, my gosh, you're right. It's going to have virtual queues. That's the problem. I keep thinking smart and logically.
Take the virtual queue away from Cosmic Rewind, by
Take
the
it away
way.
from life.
They're like there.
Take it away from everything. Doesn't exist. Shouldn't.
Well, you guys know why we have to do this now, right?
No, I actually don't.
Oh, I forgot to mention. You can meet Figment again.
Oh, yeah. We did miss over that.
Do you think it's going to be Dreamfinder, or do you think it's going to be the life-size one?
They had like the 7-foot tall one.
Yeah.
A while ago.
I think it's just going to be the 7-foot one. And this one was such a tease because they were announcing stuff for Epcot's 40th. Mm-hmm. And he's like, we're going to bring back an iconic. And they showed the building.
Yep.
And I was
So-
like, oh my
so
God, they're
mean.
about to announce the re-theme of Imagination.
So
but of
mean.
course not. But of course not. And it broke my heart. And I was like, yes. And I was like, no,
What are
that's
you
it.
doing? The same character that we had 5 years ago is back. Okay, I guess.
Cheap.
Universal's making a Nintendo roller coaster, you idiots. God. It's so infuriating how behind they are.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even know it.
Yeah, this is going to bite them in the ass really bad. After we were saying like D23 announcements are going to kind of
Make or break.
seal the fate, and it's not quite as bad as I thought it was going to be, but it wasn't
good.
It wasn't good. It's so funny. Like I said at the beginning of this, watching it in the moment, it was more like, oh God, anything can happen. But once it's announced and you know that it's happening, and you're not getting that anticipation, it just kind of goes, okay,
Right.
it's whatever.
It was cool though because I was in the parks and Happily Ever After was announced, and I just like saw people spreading the news, and everyone's face just lit up. Like that was super cool.
That's good.
Just to see that excitement for Happily Ever After.
My kids, I called them. I was like, guys, Happy Ever After's coming back, and they were like, yes,
Right? I saw that. Yep.
yes!
I saw kids and
And-
adults doing that.
And my son was like, Dad, remember the last time we saw it? We were standing on the bridge, and he's like, I cried because I love it, and I'm so happy it's coming back. I'm like, yes.
Man.
Awesome. Well, that was fun.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Anyone else depressed?
Yeah, like Evans had to stop me from jumping out my window a few times. So
It was hard. It was very hard.
the top 10 this week is going to be Evan and I. I think we're going to make it sports related because Brad's
Yeah.
got to go off and do something. So
Yeah.
yeah. So we'll see.
For all you listeners out there,
Yeah.
I used to love sports. I used to coach sports.
I still love sports.
But I gave up like 7 years ago. 'cause-
And the reason it's sports related is because we do alternate top 10s when one of
Yeah.
us is down and out. We're going to come up and do that D23, what we should have gotten in the near future.
oh yeah.
And then
Like
some
one of
the
them
fun ones.
might be the opening date for Tron and the opening date for Blizzard Beach, for crying out loud. But nope,
Oh,
nothing.
yeah.
Can't even get that.
They shouldn't have wasted time on that. No, that
That takes
can be a
5
blog
seconds.
post.
It's not a waste of time.
But like they have to prepare, and like how corporate speak is. It's like we are adding an amazing new, never before seen, unlike anything you've ever seen before, entrance to Blizzard Beach, and it's just a new sign.
You're not
and
wrong.
no one gives a shit.
But they already
And
had
it just
nothing
would.
to
It
announce.
just. Yeah, little things like that though. Like I don't even think they should have wasted time on Tron if you didn't have a date.
Yeah.
You could have
Yeah, I
made it. You
agree.
could have made it a blog post.
They could have, but that's
Would-
also just we got nothing, here's something.
They had to address the elephant in the room of what's going on with Tron, so they had to say something.
They addressed a few elephants in the room, man. I'm telling you, man. I got to give it to Josh tomorrow. He did a good job.
He's
He
one
did-
of
he
those
did a good
actors.
job.
I mean, this is the relation. Like he's kind of like one of those actors that has a terrible script, but made the best of what he got. That's kind of what happened. Like he's got a
Yeah, I
terrible
urge-
situation and
I
he's
urge
doing the
every-
best.
I urge everyone listening to go watch it so you can kind of see for yourself, kind of what I'm talking about. But it was interesting and not in a good way necessarily.
All right. Well, that was D23. This is Jedi Talk. Follow us at Jedi Talk Podcast on the Instagram. And go check out the D23 coverage on at Brad from Jedi Talk if you want to go back and look at some of those photos that Brad had posted. Follow Evan at 7th Night of Ren, correct?
Correct.
And follow me at GingerSith66, and also follow at Scourge Returns for some interesting information about heavy metal music. But more to come on that. Brad, tapping you in, buddy. Wrap it up for us.
Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you on the next show. Until then, stay safe. May the Force be with you.
Always in good journey.
Rise, Jedi Knight. Master Yoda, I see you up there, you Force Ghost you. Is this the last episode of Jedi Talk this week?
No, there is another.